Now here we are seeing the same example which we have already solved, wherein the depreciation was charged to asset account. Now here we will see alternative method of accounting for depreciation, that is when provision for depreciation account is maintained. So a firm purchased an asset for 4,50,000 on 1st April 2014. Installation charges rupees 60,000. One more asset was purchased on 1st January 2015 for rupees 5 lakh. However, the asset purchased on 1st April 2014 was sold on 31st December 2016 for rupees 3,50,000. So prepare asset account, provision for depreciation account and sale of asset account for year ending 31st March 2015, 31st March 2016, 31st March 2017. Considering depreciation is charged using reducing balance method at the rate of 10% per annum, and the books of account close on 31st March every year, the firm follows provision for depreciation method for accounting. So this is similar to the example which we have solved earlier. Only thing is here the accounting way in which the depreciation is accounted is different. That is, provision for depreciation account is maintained. So that is also known as accumulated depreciation. So I have already solved this example. Now let's see how the entries are recorded here. And for the purpose of the convenience, I have just written this timeline along with the amount of the depreciation that we have calculated every year and loss of the asset on the sale of asset. We have already calculated this in our previous example in the working note. I have just written everything here for the purpose of convenience. Now this we have already solved. So first, in year 1, on 1st April 2014, asset 1 purchased at 5,10,000. Now let's record this transaction. So in our asset account on the debit side, on 1st April 2014, to bank account 5,10,000. The entry for the purchase of the asset is asset account debit to bank account. Next, in the same year, that is year 1, on 1st Jan 2015, asset 2 purchased at 5 lakh. So again there is a purchase of asset. So on 1st Jan 2015, we'll record this entry. So on 1st Jan 2015, entry is asset account debit to bank account 5 lakh. Now, there are no more purchase or sale of asset in this financial year. So on 31st March 2015, we will record the entry for depreciation. So depreciation for 2014-15 is 88,500. Now, in case of provision for depreciation method, we prepare one more account, that is provision for depreciation, and we do not charge the depreciation directly to the asset account. So entry will be depreciation account debit to provision for depreciation 88,500. So on the credit side of provision for depreciation on 31st March 2015, by depreciation account 88,500, and on the depreciation account debit side 31st March 2015 to provision for depreciation account 88,500. Now, since there are no more transactions in the year 1, we will close the books of accounts. So first, the asset account, total of the debit side 10,10,000, credit side 10,10,000. So on 31st March 2015, by balance carried down 10,10,000. On 1st April 2015, to balance brought down 10,10,000. Now here if you see, the asset account is not affected by depreciation. So the asset account will always reflect the cost of the assets, cost of all the assets. Now the next account, provision for depreciation. In provision for depreciation on 31st March 2015, to balance carried down 88,500, and the same balance on 1st April 2015 by balance brought down 88,500. So, since the asset account here is reflected at the cost, provision for depreciation account will show the balance of the accumulated depreciation on that asset or on all the assets of that particular category. Now, whereas in the case of previous method wherein the depreciation was directly charged to the fixed asset, the asset account was reflected at the WDV, that is the balance carried down and brought down was the WDV as at the end of the particular period. Whereas in this case the asset account will always be reflected at the cost of the asset, and provision for depreciation will have the accumulated depreciation for all the years for that particular assets. Now next, depreciation account. Since the depreciation account is an expense account, on 31st March 2015 we transfer it to profit and loss account and close it. By profit and loss account 88,500. Now year 2. So year 2 there is no purchase and sales, so directly on 31st March 2016 we record the entry for depreciation. So depreciation for the year 15-16 is 92,150. So let's record this entry for depreciation. So on 31st March 2016 by depreciation 92,150, and on the debit side of depreciation account to provision for depreciation 92,150. Now since there are no more transactions, let's close all the books. Asset account was showing a balance of 10,10,000. Same, we are carrying it, and the 31st March 2016 by balance carried down 10,10,000. The same balance is carried on 1st April 2016 to balance brought down 10,10,000. So in asset account there is no change since there is no purchase and sale of asset. Then provision for depreciation. Provision for depreciation total is 1,86,50 on the credit side. So 1,86,50. Then on 31st March 2016 to balance carried down 1,80,650. Then on 1st April 2016 by balance brought down 1,86,650. Then depreciation, the total is 92,150. The same is transferred to profit and loss account on 31st March 2016. So entry is on the credit side 31st March 2016 by profit and loss account 92,150. Next, in year 3 there is sale of asset on 31st December 2016. Asset 1 sold 3,50,000, and we have already calculated depreciation and loss on the sale of asset. So depreciation till the date of sale on asset 1 is 30,982.5 and loss is 32,117.5. Now in this case wherein we follow provision for depreciation method and we do not charge anything to the asset account, for every sale of asset we need to prepare an account known as sale of asset account. Now in sale of asset account what we need to do is we need to transfer the cost of asset from the asset account to sale of asset account, then the depreciation till the date of sale from your provision for depreciation account to sale of asset account, and whatever are the sales proceeds received from the sale of asset are also recorded in the sale of asset account. So now first what we will do is we will record this depreciation till the date of sale. We'll record the entry for depreciation till the date of sale. So what will be the entry on 31st December 2016? The entry will be your depreciation account debit to provision for depreciation 30,982.5. Let's record this. So on 31st December 2016, by depreciation account 30,982.5, and on the depreciation account debit side 31st December 2016 to provision for depreciation account 30,982.5. Now this sales proceeds, as we have prepared a sale of asset account, the sales proceeds will also be recorded there. So in sale of asset account, the entry will be bank account debit to sale of asset account. So on the credit side of sale of asset account, by bank account 3,50,000. Now, what we need to do is we need to transfer the cost of asset from your asset account to sale of asset account. So we already know that the cost of asset is 5,10,000. The asset which was sold on 31st December 2016 was purchased on 1st April 2014. So the cost is the cost is 5,10,000. So on 31st December 2016, by sale of asset account 5,10,000. So asset account, sale of asset account debit side 31st December 2016 to asset account 5,10,000. Now we also need to transfer whatever is the depreciation on that asset. So entry will be provision for depreciation account debit to sale of asset account. Now, since we have already prepared the working notes, we know what is the depreciation on the asset, total depreciation on the asset. So on 31st December 2016 to sale of asset account. So 51,000 was for the year 1, 45,900 was for the year 2, and 39,82 is for the year 3 till the date of sale. We have recorded it here. This one 30,982. So the total is 1,27,882.5. So this is recorded on the credit side of the asset account on 31st December 2016 by provision for depreciation account 1,27,882. Then there is a loss on the sale. So amount of the loss we have already calculated. Loss on sale is 32,117.5. So loss on the sale, whatever is the loss on the sale will be transferred to your profit and loss account at the end of the year. But now the entry was on 31st December 2016 will be loss on sale of asset account debit to sale of asset account. So on 31st December 2016, by loss on sale of asset account 32,117.50. Now if you see, the sale of account should not have any balance after recording all the transactions. In case if it has balance, then that is a checkpoint that there is some error in calculation of accumulated depreciation or loss on sale of asset. So once all the entries are recorded, that is once you record your bank proceeds, then profit and loss on sale of asset and the cost of the asset and the depreciation, accumulated depreciation till the date of sale of asset, your sale of asset account should have no balance. So this is one of the way in which you can verify whether all the accounting entries are posted correctly. Now there are no other transactions for the year 1617. So we record this depreciation entry on 31st March 2017. Depreciation for the remaining asset 41,625. So 41,625 on 31st March 2017. Credit side, provision for depreciation account by depreciation 41,625, and 31st March 2017 to provision for depreciation account 41,625. Now since there are no more transactions, we will close the books. Asset account 10,10,000 was the total. Now 31st March 2017, by balance carried down 5 lakh. 1st April 2017, to balance brought down 5 lakh. Now this 5 lakh is your cost of asset 2. Since the asset 1 is sold, now the balance in the asset account is asset 2. So cost of asset 2 is reflected in your asset account. Then provision for depreciation account. Provision for depreciation account total is 2,53,257.50. 2,53,257.50 minus 1,27,882.50. So 1,25,375 is the balance. So this balance carry forward 1st 4/2017, by balance brought down 1,25,375. Now this 1,25,375 is the accumulated depreciation of the asset 2. Since the asset 1 is sold, all the accumulated depreciation of the asset 1 is already taken to the sale of asset account. So this balance is the accumulated depreciation of the asset 2. Next, depreciation account. Depreciation account, we just have to transfer the total 72,607.50 to your profit and loss account on 31st March 2017. So on 31st March 2017, by profit and loss account 72,607.50. Then sale of asset account. Sale of asset account is already closed. There is no balance. And this loss on the sale of asset account will be transferred to your profit and loss account on 31st March 2017. So this is how you account the entries of depreciation when provision for depreciation account or accumulated depreciation account is maintained. So this was about the example wherein we calculated depreciation on reducing balance method and saw all the accounting entries when the provision for depreciation account is maintained for your purchase of asset, recording of depreciation every year, and the sale of asset.